quite a lot of physical and verbal abuse, don't you think it is reasonable for Yu Huan to do something about it, even if it were to produce a knife of some sort to protect himself?
And he was put under pressure by the victims in the first place, and their actions caused criminal liability as well. But that does not mean that every defense reaction can be justified.
Because of the high interest rate, it should be classified as a robbery. Is that right?
No. I think according to the contract, the defendant already repaid his loan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the creditor and the defendant has an oral agreement. The interest rate is very high.
Yeah.
But I think the court should, according to the contract, to judge this case, not the verbal agreement. So if in that situation, or my defendant already repaid his loan, the creditor still wants the money and use some mean measures. In this situation, it constitutes robbery.
Allegedly caused a bit of trouble, and as a result, he contributed. You're saying that there was a bit of contributory negligence. So he also contributed to his own death because he refused to seek timely medical treatment. Is that correct? That went beyond over what was necessary for protection.
Not really, because I try to live with the police.
Okay, but knowing that
I'm just scared and feared at the moment.
But you knowing that the police came, so based on your account, your witness statements, you know that the police came, but then the police later went to find someone else, left the premises. Wouldn't you, as in a reasonable person in your position, would have believed they would come back for me?
I don't think so, because I tried to talk to them and they refused to listen to me. And the situation get worse because the victim continued to hurt me. They tried to strangle me and slap my face and kick my side. They didn't afraid of the police. I don't think the police caused anything in that moment.
At 10 past 10 that day, we received a report from a person said something, and I with my colleagues, two assistant police officers, arrived in that company's reception room 10 minutes later.
Hi Yaki, thank you so much for accepting this opportunity to talk about your experience. What do you think is the most interesting and significant experience which help you enhance your understanding of this subject and also improve your analytical skills regarding Chinese law?
For the long-term experience, after doing a moot court, you won't forget that case. Law students read a lot of cases, but I think when they are reliving a certain case, they will remember it for a longer time.
Thank you. Now, GX, you have prior experience of mooting in common law jurisdictions. In your view, why do you think it's important for Chinese law students to have moot court experience?
Following on from what Yakin said, essentially, I think what a moot court experience gives students is very much, it helps us practice our oral advocacy skills, and you very quickly learn to think on your feet. You have a conversation with the judge, you deliver argument, and you try to justify certain points. And I think it really helps students prepare for the real world, and especially given the fact that the Chinese court procedure is quite different from every single jurisdiction. It's quite complicated. I think going through that experience, it allows us to put, especially students of the legal systems and methods class, put everything into perspective.
Hi Hi, thank you so much for accepting my invitation to do the interview with me.
Thank you.
So both of you have been brilliant students in the course of Chinese legal system and method. So I want to first ask as easy. So you have the past experience of attending law school in
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
So I wonder, how is this new course different from your past experience of learning Chinese law through a traditional perspective? Because Chinese law is not a legal system based on cases.
Yeah.
Normally, when we study Chinese law, we just learn about the rules. In this class, we have designed particular classes for case studies. We had also
Yes.
Chinese law moot court experience.
In traditional class, students only need to input knowledge, but they don't have too much opportunities to output to practice what they learned. But moot court is more positive, so students can output what they learned from lecture and by themselves.
Hi Amy, thank you for accepting my interview. So I know you do not have past experience in Chinese law schools. I think your perspective will be quite different and refreshing. How do you think this course is helping you in more critical skills and rich understanding about Chinese legal system?
Actually, before I take this course, I was quite afraid of learning law because I was not so good at reading materials. But your course was really interesting, especially your introductory video on the YouTube. After watching it, I have found enough courage to take this course. And also the cases you mentioned in the video also are the very heated, popular cases that I have great interest in them. Besides, you have a very thorough overview of the development of law system in China, which is also very friendly to our people who with no law background. I also participated in the mooting court, but because I'm not confident enough to take any role in the course, so I just volunteered as a researcher to assist the clerk. And your assistant's information about how to do the law research really helped me a lot, so that I can use the library and also the online databases for many opinions of the experts and also some similar cases. And also I studied by myself a bit about the Hong Kong law regarding self-defense as well and made a comparison. That's really informative for me. I was really impressed by my classmates, especially Izzy as the lawyer of the defendant in the mooting. In a word, the course was very interesting and also informative, and thank you for that.